The key to working them is just understanding animal training, understanding proper stimulus, proper response, keeping in mind that they are animals, they're not robots, they're individuals. My name is Ryan Easley. I use the nickname Ryan Holder in the show, my show name. I own and present the 5-Tiger Cat Act on the Kelly Miller Circus. This is my 4th year on the Kelly Miller Circus. I started as an apprenticeship with Casey McCoy a couple years ago here on the Kelly Miller Circus, and last year he retired from the circus business.
Casey, who trained those cats, Ryan worked for him. He was the cage boy, and Casey taught Ryan everything. Ryan was making a lot of money selling high-end sports cars. He wanted to learn to be a tiger trainer. So he went from making $70,000 or $80,000 a year to $200 a week, but he learned how to be a tiger trainer. And now, of course, he owns the act.
It's been a year now that I've been presenting the act on my own. I was born in St. Louis. I grew up a zoo kid. My dad's an elephant trainer. He's worked at a lot of different zoos. He's consulted for a lot of different circuses and private individuals. So I grew up around that my entire life. A couple years ago, I was a service advisor for Porsche, and I visited this show as well as several others, making friends in the business on my own. And Casey, I met Casey here on Kelly Miller Circus. A couple months later, his second child was born, and he was in need of a groom. He offered me the job, and I accepted, left my job at the Porsche dealership, townhouse in upscale St. Louis, became a grunt on the circus, and just excelled from there. I have 5 female tigers. They're all between 4 and 7 years old. They're all Bengal Siberian mix. 2 of them are sisters and one's a half-sister. The other 2 are unrelated. These cats are all 7th or 8th generation captive born. They haven't been wild for a very long time. My youngest tiger is Shanti. She's 4. She joined the show just a couple months before I did, so I kind of helped raise her from a cub. She's the sweetest cat. I have the best rapport with her. I can do a lot of hands-on stuff with her, but still keeping in mind she's a tiger. She still can be a dangerous animal. Tora is the next oldest. She's 5. She's more of a loner. She prefers to be by herself, but she still plays with Shanti a lot. And, my oldest cats are all 7, Kali, Jai, and Samsara. They're a lot more assertive than the other 2 are. They like to play roughhouse and just get on each other's nerves like kids do. They do the most impressive tricks. They have the best. We get to a lot usually in the morning, about 7:30. We get unloaded. Tigers are out in their exercise pen by 8:30. They have the day to themselves. When they first get out, they enjoy the space to run. It'll last for about 2 minutes. It just depends on the weather. If it's hotter, they're going to go right out and lay down. If it's cooler, then they do have a lot of energy they've built up from when it was warmer. But it's the same thing. People have the misconception because they're transported in the transport enclosures that they're just cooped up and that it's horrible life. But it just, when you transport your kids, you put them in a seatbelt. You don't let them run around the car and loose. The tigers get watered just all day. You know, the hotter it is, more often. They get pools when it's real hot. They eat once a day. A mixture of beef, chicken, organ meat, all supplemented with vitamins. My parents have seen me perform. They enjoy watching me with the animals. My dad always said he works elephants, but he's always said cats were more dangerous. I don't know that I agree. But.
It's the 2012 edition of the Kelly Miller Circus.
I wouldn't say I had any misgivings at all. Just careful and practice everything that I was taught. the ring, what you have to look for is aggression towards other cats. Make sure that everybody's getting along well, making sure everybody's paying attention, not worried about what's going on outside the ring. If there's commotion, it doesn't matter. We're here to do a job. We're going to get it done, and we'll all be happy and fed. They're completely desensitized to. They've all grown up and lived this life for so long. They're just like us. We get desensitized to it. We don't. Somebody comes to the circus, they hear the generator, and the rest of us don't hear it. It's odd when the generator's off because it's so quiet, but you just become desensitized. The key to working them is just understanding animal training, understanding proper stimulus, proper response, keeping in mind that they are animals, they're not robots, they're individuals, and just being able to understand your cats, be able to read the cats. You've got to know what they're thinking, and just knowing how to be able to manipulate them, and just like steering a horse or commanding your dog. They understand that they need to do what they're told. That's what's expected. You know, they do what they're supposed to, I'll do what I'm supposed to. You have that mutual understanding and everything goes along well. You know, that don't fight with the other cats. We'll all get along and we'll all have a good day. But they're still wild animals. You can't give them any slack. 2 shows a day. Tigers eat and we load up and do it again the next day. I'm going to keep working my cats like I am. Maybe add 1 or 2 in the future. The biggest thing right now is just continuing to improve my equipment and improving their quality of life. The more free time I can give them, the more enrichment, anything that's better for them and better for me. That's my main goal right now. You know, by the end of the day, it's been a good day. The Tigers are happy and healthy. They've enjoyed themselves. We've had a good act. The audience has enjoyed themselves, and you make that connection between the animals and the audience. They go home thinking, wow, we can't believe some of the stuff that those animals did, and they were well cared for as well. That's what means the most to me.
Oh, good. How are you? That's good. All right. Right. Why do you have the package on that guy's head? I don't